Hello and welcome back to yet another video. This will be the last, it won't be the last because the House will take a while with its 435 seats. But this will be the last chamber that I will have a prediction for. We just did the Senate and the governors. We'll be doing the House. I'll try to get it done, all the episodes done before November the 8th. For the House this time, we'll be starting from west to east. So we'll go Alaska, Hawaii, Washington, and then we'll work our way to Florida and Maine. I'd also like to say that we will also go through some of the redistricting. However, for a more in-depth redistricting video, I'll probably do it after the House elections this year and see how redistricting really impacted the House elections. So without further ado, let's get started. Firstly, we're going to go to the state of Alaska. Alaska only has one congressional district, and hence there is no redistricting process. I think that even though Alaska has a red partisan lean, I think that Peltola is going to be sent in for yet another term. I know a lot of Republicans are quite unhappy about this, but I think that Nick Begich and Sarah Palin are going to split the vote, and based on what we saw in the special, I don't think they'll win this district. I have it as lean Democrat. Next one will be Hawaii's two congressional districts. I believe Hawaii actually... Give me a second. There's pretty much no change. Like, can anyone see any change? I guess it's a bit here with Kai Kahili and Ed Case's district. So these two are both solid Democrat as usual. It's Hawaii. I would like to note that Kai Kahili, the one of the bigger district, he is retiring and he ran for governor. He failed. So it's an open seat. I forgot who won, but it's the non-competitive seats. Next one is Washington. It's not here. And Washington, I think the redistricting was actually quite minor. Okay. This was the redistricting map. We have the 6th and the 10th, 3rd, and 8th. These four clearly catch our eye. I think that the difference from the old map, the first used to be competitive though. I think, this map, I think that the new map, benefited Democrats more, with the first becoming more Democrat, but 6th and 10th, and I guess back then that was the first. I think they would never have flipped. D plus 11 seems like just barely out of Republican grasp every year. But yeah, I will do the simple ratings here. So we will have these districts, the 9th, 7th, 1st, and 2nd. 9th, 7th, 1st, 2nd. They are all solid. I think it's obvious. I think that the 6th and 10th will go likely Democrat. I really don't see them becoming any more competitive than that. The 3rd, Jaime Herrera Beutler, I know she was primaried out by Joe Kent, and people are saying he's unelectable. Nope. It's a R plus 11 seat. It really it's going nowhere. Unfortunately, with this map, I don't think we have how many points they voted for Biden. I sort of remember the generic districts, how many points, but unfortunately we can't do that. These two are safe. The Spokane district is not competitive. Kim Schreier's district, okay, this one's actually quite interesting. This one, I believe, has a huge white working class population. Tiffany Smiley will make the Senate race more competitive this year. I think she could energize a lot of working class Republicans, the white working class population in the 8th, to turn out. And I think ultimately Kim Schreier will lose re-election to, I believe, Matt Larkin in this district. It's a Biden plus 5 district, I believe. So it is quite flippable. Moving on to Oregon. Yeah, I just found that. So as you can see, there was actually a decent change because they got a new seat. So it used to be the one solid Republican seat and 2 of these solid Democrat seats. It's still like that. I would also like to note that in 2020, I believe, or 2018, they actually had trouble holding the seat, which was hilarious. Even though I'm a bit more right-leaning, I think it was hilarious that Republicans weren't able to hold on to an R+19 seat. They were able to hold on to it, but it was competitive for some reason. And of course, we had the first and the third. They stayed I think they stayed the same pretty much. But the fifth and the fourth are what's encouraging. So the fourth actually was quite close to flipping. I believe Scarlatos ran here, or maybe it was the fifth. I think it was the fourth. I think Alex Scarlatos, who's now running in the fourth, he ran in the fourth the last time round. It used to be R+1. Now it's D+9 district. Even though he narrowed down the margins a lot. Oh, by the way, I forgot to fill these two up. These three. I think that he'll just fall short of winning by a tilt margin. I think that one won't flip. I think it's Biden +13. So I really think it's out of Republicans' grasp. I think people underrate how well the Oregon gerrymander was done for Democrats. I mean, people keep talking about the failed one in New York. Florida is another one that I hear a lot, but I think people are underestimating Democrats in states like Oregon and New Jersey, where they really gerrymandered a lot. In the fifth, Kurt Schrader, he was primaried out by some far-left candidate. I think this is Lean R. It's a Biden +9 district, and I think that far-left candidate is she's not very palatable to voters in the fifth. I think the reason why they've kept Schrader in for so long, even though he was in like a D+4 district, which would have easily flipped in any red wave election 2010 or 2014, I think it's because of how moderate he was. These voters like more moderate candidates, and unfortunately for the Democrats, Jamie McLeod Skinner has not made the cut. The sixth, I believe, is between Salinas and Erickson. It's a Biden +13 district, so I really don't think that there's much to talk about for that district. Okay, next let's do these states, because I'll try to do as much as possible within 10 minutes. Idaho, I think there's not much change. Idaho is... Yep. Okay, there's a bit of change in Boise. Solid rate districts. And we'll do Montana too. Montana was a bit interesting. Some people are saying that like it could end up, the first could be competitive with Missoula and Billings. Missoula's in the first. I believe Helena is also in the first. The second is red. It's where is it Rosendale? Oh yes, Rosendale. He is in there. Some people are saying this will be lean. Some people say it's likely. I think it will be safe. At the end of the day, it's an R+10 district. This is a red wave environment. There used to be only one district, I believe, but now they've carved it out into two. Moving on to Wyoming. Liz Cheney was primaried out. It's not going to get competitive. From what I've heard, Wyoming has been, I believe, it voted for Trump by the largest margin of any state. R+50. Oh my goodness. Anyways, I will see you in the next video, which will also be coming out today, probably, or it may come out tomorrow. And we'll be doing California and Nevada and more if possible. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.